everybody, and welcome to the Real Astrology 1123. This channel is going to be all about astrology, where I will be uploading videos on a regular for weekly astrology, forecasts, the monthly forecast and the year ahead forecast. I do have another channel. It's called the Real Tarot 1123, where I use only tarot, a little bit of astrology and some numerology there, and that channel is dedicated towards, like I said, tarot. And I also do a lot of live streams there. I also do teach about tarot, and I do a lot of readings for missing people, the criminal cases and that sort of stuff. We have a lot of that going on. I do did I say I do? I do a lot of readings for those unfortunate folks, okay? But here, this is all about astrology. Again, I will do weekly astrology readings, monthly and year ahead. Now, one thing about the year ahead is I don't necessarily do January 1st to December 31st. For me, the year ahead is your birthday. So if you were born on July 4th, then that'll be a year ahead for you. That's how I do year ahead readings. So essentially, like Pisces, I will do a year ahead in the month of Pisces, Cancer in the month of Cancer, like that. That's how I do year ahead readings. I also do personal astrology consultations. All that information will be put in the description box, and feel free to contact me. Please do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that way you'll be notified when I post new videos. And as always, I always appreciate you, your comments, the interaction. I love it. So yes, I do try my level best to get to each and every comment. If I don't respond right away, no particular reason, just that I missed it, but I'm pretty good at that. I read all the comments. Because I'm very curious to know, the feedback. What do you think, and how did this correlate to you? Did it make sense? Did it resonate with you? I want to know. Now, the most important thing is, wait, I forgot. On Thursday, that is the 30th of December, is when I'm going to be rolling out my first video. So stay tuned for that. Now, a lot of people will be like, me and my hair, I got a medal with something. I have gotten a lot of emails. What astrology are you going to do? Western, Vedic, etc., etc. Well, here's the thing. You have Western astrology, you have Vedic astrology, you have Sidereal astrology and horary astrology. At the end of the day, it's all astrology. It's just different schools of thought, right? Per se. There are a lot of similarities, and one is a little bit more in depth than the other, that sort of thing. One goes on sun signs, one goes on moon sign, one goes on Venus sign, what have you. So I'll get into all of those details as and when we go and actually do the readings. There's another school of thought where people say, oh, well, there are actually 13 signs in the horoscope, not 12. And are you going to do readings like, for the 13 signs? Well, yes, there are actually 13 signs, but for whatever reason, way back when, a couple thousand years ago, for the sake of math, for the sake of, ease of use, ease of understanding, folks way back when, they decided, what, we're just going to divvy up the number of hours or days that the sun moves and all the planetary whatever, and just divvy it up in equal number of days, and then they decided 12. We'll just eliminate the one odd guy and in the 13th one and just keep it to 12. Now, why did they eliminate the 13th one? Because that particular sign was the sun was in that particular position only for 7 days or 14 days. So they figured, we can make do without him. It's okay. We'll just keep the other sun signs. So I thought about it, I thought I would do that. But then I also realized a lot of people will get very, very confused, because if you think you're a Sagittarian based upon, when you were born, November 22nd or November 23rd to sometime in December, then you'll be like, oh, that's not Sagittarius, that's some other name. Or, this is not Scorpio, this is Leo. Or wait on a second, this isn't even Leo. This is like, in Western astrology, I'm a Leo, but here I may be Gemini. So people may get a bit confused as far as that is concerned. So I'm not sure if I want to go. some people very specifically ask when I do personal readings, they very specifically ask, then yes, I do consider that and I do it. But I haven't yet decided if I want to follow the old school thought of 13 signs or just the 12 signs. I still have a couple of days to figure out which one I want to do, and I'll take it from there. Or there's an off chance that I might do both. Who knows? We'll see. So that's that. Now, another thing I do is cartography. Now, cartography is astrology, right? It's how we do personal readings where we consider your date and time of birth and the city and state of birth and the planetary positions. Based on all that information, we can say, okay, this, and this is applicable to you, this, and this is the trajectory or the path for you or the future or whatever. So cartography is astrology for specific geographical locations like city, state, country of wherever, right? Adelaide or, I don't know, New South Wales or London or Edinburgh, Scotland or wherever. So each of those cities, states and countries also have their own very specific astrological, planetary kind of DNA. Let's call it that. So then, based upon your chart and the chart of that particular city, state, and country, I can say, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. That is a very, very, very supportive, very encouraging, very nurturing environment for you. You're going to be very successful if you go there. Or I would be like, maybe you don't want to go to Edinburgh. Maybe you'll be better off in Glasgow. Or, I don't know, pick a spot. Stuttgart, Germany. Maybe that's a better place for you. Or, let's say, pick a spot. I'm drawing a blank. Maybe not Texas, maybe Colorado, maybe not Colorado, maybe New York. So it's all subject to your planetary positions, your chart, your birth chart, how the stars were, where they were, the degrees, the angles, and all those things. So cartography is very, very interesting. Cartography, I will not do live shows because it has to be very particular to the person, right? So that's only on personal readings. And of course, all that information will be in the description box, my email address and yada yada, all that stuff. One thing I don't do is medical astrology, like what do you see as far as my health is concerned? Can you confirm if so-and-so has cancer? Can you confirm if so-and-so has this or that? I don't do that. Please go see your general practitioner. Please go see your medical practitioner, right? So astrology is basically to say, these are the trends, these are the routes the planets are going to be going on, and these will be the effects of those travels of those planets, and this is how it's going to affect you. So forearmed is forewarned, right? So it's just like giving you a heads up, hey, be prepared, right? It's like while you're driving somewhere and then you have that little beep on your GPS that says, there's a traffic backup in XYZ freeway, so take a deviation, go this way or whatever, or slow down, there's somebody pulled over, or that sort of stuff. That's what astrology is, just to kind of prepare yourself for what's to come, and that way whatever the effects are, if it's a negative effect, it's kind of a little bit more muted and more manageable, and you're not shocked out of your wits and or caught off guard. And if it's a good thing, it's like make hay while the sun shines, right? That's astrology. What else did I want to say? Oh my God, I could talk all day, but probably bore you all to tears. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just drew a blank. So feel free to hop on over to the other channel that I have, the Real Tarot 1123, and check it out. And of course, hit the bell icon, subscribe, so that way you will know whenever I post videos on this channel. I don't know if I'm going to be doing live streams on my astrology channel like I do on the tarot channel, but we'll see. We'll take it as we go and figure out, if a lot of people ask, then yeah, I will. But I will not be teaching astrology. I won't. Tarot, I do. So on my tarot channel, every Fridays I have live streams, and every first and third Saturdays I teach tarot and that sort of stuff. It's more like sharing my knowledge, right? Because a lot of people will say, well, that's not right and this is not right. So I don't think I should use the word teach. I share my knowledge of what has worked for me, what I have observed, the tools, the whatever I have used over the years, and what has really worked for me. I'm just going to share it. I have to say a disclaimer for legalities. This is for entertainment only. These are my observations and my opinions. Please do your own due diligence, do your own research, and form your own conclusions, right? I will also say this is for adults only, 18 years and above. So let's just leave it at that. It's not that I'm going to have any adult material on this channel, but simply because I feel, well, I don't know if I should say it. A lot of teens and young adults are a lot more mature than older people. So let's just say above 18. So that way I don't have to deal with any other drama that YouTube may have. I don't know what else did I want to cover. Not too sure. So yeah, the first video, I'll roll it out on the 30th of December. So that way you'll have it for the New Year's. What I will do is, because I said I was going to be doing weeklies, so on 30th of December, I'm going to do a video for January 1st all the way until January 9th. So that'll be the weeklies for all sun signs. And I will also roll out videos for monthlies for all sun signs, okay, where I talk about what planets are in retrograde motion, full moon, new moon, what affects you, how it'll affect you, what planets are stationary, what planets are being progressive, which planet is mad at whom, and who's happy with whom, who's getting along with whom. So, all those things do make a difference, right? So if you go and stick, let's say, Jupiter in a very restrictive position in somebody's chart, he's not going to be happy. Jupiter is like, I want freedom, I need space, I need to go bigger. And here you put me in the small little cubby hole, I can't even breathe. So he's going to be mad at the world, and it's not going to, then the ripple effect of that. Or if you take Saturn and go stick him in a place where it's not his kingdom, it's not his house, he's not in his familiar surroundings, he's going to kick up his heels and he's going to say, what the hell is going on? I'm not happy here. I'm going to have a tantrum. I'm just being casual about it. Or you take a fiery planet and go stick him in a water body. He'll be like, what happened here? Like, why? So, that sort of thing is very interesting. I have to say, though, sometimes when I read charts and when I read the planetary positions and all, I have to laugh, because it's like the planets have their own drama going on. I kid you not, it's like they have their own drama. Oh, I'm not talking to you this week because you did this, and this, and you went there last week, and I told you not to go there because he's not my buddy, but yet you went to whichever restaurant with that guy, and I told you not to go there, so now I'm mad at you. I'm just being silly, but it does appear like that. They do have their own little dramas, their own little personalities. Of course they do. And if you look at it from that perspective, we don't feel so weighed down by astrology. It's like, oh my God, astrology. It's like, if you have a lighter perspective, lighter approach to it, and you really understand like what the planets movements why the planets move the way they do, or the magnetic pulls and pushes between them, and how they interact with each other, and then on top of all that, they are in your house, and what is the meaning of that, and are they going to be happy, are they going to be mad, then you kind of get a better understanding and a better grasp of life, and it really helps you feel a lot lighter in your day-to-day activities, because now you know where all these things are coming from. Now you know why A, B, C, D, and E is happening. Now you know why XYG is behaving the way he or she is behaving. So you do get a better understanding and are able to deal with things in life in a more positive way and manage it, right? And also, if you understand all these things, know where the planets are, what are they doing, what mischief are they up to, are they planning, are they cooking up some trouble, then you can prepare yourself and kind of ensure that the effects are a little bit more muted, more tolerant, and you won't be caught so off guard. We talk about Saturn all the time, and everybody's all up and about Saturn. I always say Saturn is not bad. He's just a taskmaster, and he is Grandpa Saturn, who always teaches us lessons in life. And if you learn the lessons he has set for us, he will always leave gifts for us, right? But if you don't, he gives you an opportunity and say, listen, honey, you didn't finish your homework, go cross the T's and dot the I's, and did you make your bed, and did you attend class, and did you study for your exam? Okay, you did. Now go sit and do your exam. Okay, what grade did you get? That's not good enough. You need to retake the exam. Wait, you didn't attend class. You had so many days off. You skipped this class. You didn't do your practicals. You didn't turn in your project. Those kind of things. So Saturn is always going to hold you back and say, hey, did you do this? Did you do this? Here's your checklist. Are you sure you crossed everything on the checklist? Oh, yeah, if you did, okay, fantastic. Here you go. I'm going to leave a gift for you. That's that. So let's talk about Jupiter, for example. Jupiter is all about go big or go bigger, regardless of what the situation is. If it's a fantastic situation, it's going to be fantastic. Go big or go bigger. If it is a kind of a negative situation, even that is going to be intensified, because Jupiter never does anything in moderation, right? Jupiter is like, I don't know what moderation is. What is moderation? No matter what it is, I do it on a much more grandiose scale. So if somebody has an issue, and I can speak from personal experience, if somebody has a situation where they have, for me, I will speak from my personal self now because I have to be careful. I suddenly put on weight. I didn't do anything different. My consumption, the food and the output of energy was the same as it always was. And come to find out, well, where was Jupiter in my chart? And well, sure enough, I noticed that the weight was coming on a little bit more. If somebody has a addiction to food, addiction to alcohol, addiction to drugs, among other things, where was Jupiter in your thing? So if Jupiter was in a position where, even if it is an addiction, your addiction is going to be much more amplified or much more bigger, much more, it's just going to explode. So that's a little example. Let's talk about Mars. Mars is all about, he's the god of war. Where is he in your chart, right? If you're in a situation where you're constantly, disagreeing with people, fighting with people, or others are fighting with you, you always seem to be in a situation where there's some animosity with somebody. What's going on there? Hey, why? This is not me. This is not how the kind of person I am. But yet here I am. I feel like everybody's coming at me. I feel like, everybody's picking a fight with me, and that sort of thing. Then let's take a look at your chart and see what's really going on. Now, having said all of those things, right? Let's not blindly put everything on astrology and say, oh, it's astrology. Oh, it's the fault of the planets. Let's not do that either, okay? We can't just make a blanket statement and say it's all because of astrology. It's all because of where the planets are. Sometimes us human beings are really douchebags. For the heck of it, we just want to be douchebags, right? So we can't just go about blaming it on astrology and say, oh, because this planet was here, I've become a douchebag. No, listen, honey. I mean, yeah, but this other planet is here, and this other planet is saying, listen, tone it down, learn your lesson, correct yourself, make amends now, because you continuing to be a douchebag is not going to behoove you in the long run. So, that sort of stuff. Y'all must be laughing. I'm sure y'all will laugh when y'all see this intro video. But anyhow, let me just stop gabbing on and just kind of, say thank you very much for listening and watching this intro video. It's long-winded. But yes, do subscribe and hit the thumbs up and leave your comments. That's the most important thing for me. I really want to know how these readings resonate with you, or what is it that you want to see more of, right, in terms of the readings and that sort of stuff. So thank you so very much again. Thank you in advance for your subscriptions and your thumbs up and the like buttons and all those other things that really do matter as far as the analytics are concerned, or whatever, with regards to YouTube. So thank you very much, folks. Blessed be, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.